Now we are about to, talk to someone. We're going to be looking at someone behind some of Africa's biggest hits. Ladies and gentlemen, in the studio with us is a DJ, an artist, and a producer, GuiltyBeatz. Hi, GuiltyBeatz.
I'm good. How you doing?
How are you?
I'm good. I'm feeling good this morning.
From Accra to a global stage right now. How does it feel?
Bro, it feels amazing.
Yeah.
I'm grateful.
You're grateful?
Yeah.
Because you've become one of the most recognizable sound architects in the world right now. How does that, make you feel, really?
I feel like it was destiny.
I keep asking you that question because
destiny.
Obviously I know where you started from. Community 18.
Yep.
Spin 6. That small studio.
Yeah, you understand. You know the story.
Right.
It was a long time coming.
Right,
And I've been working so hard, and I'm grateful that now, like, I get the opportunity to shine and tell my story to the world. Yeah.
So let's tell your story. How did GuiltyBeatz start?
So I would say I started at the age of 13, where I was just making beats on phones. Like, my friends will have phones, and I'll be creating like instrumentals. I had friends that were like rappers at that time. They were trying to like rap, and they would like have like rap battles with the beats, and I feel like that's where the passion started from. I feel like since then I'd like been wanting to continue to make music. And then, fast forward, like I was 18, 19, you're talking about Community 18.
Yeah, Community 18. Oh, you were 18, 19 that time?
Yeah.
The time I met you?
Yeah, I was.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I was like 18, yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's been a long time coming.
Long time. I started so young, but yeah. And it's been going on, working in that studio, met a lot of artists, build like relationships with them, and I guess my destiny was meant to be where I am.
Yeah. So did you ever doubt yourself at any point?
Yeah.
Because obviously we know how the music industry in Ghana goes. It's ups and downs. It's not stable.
Yeah,
so did you ever doubt yourself?
Yeah.
And when you doubted yourself, what did you tell yourself to keep going?
So that was in like 2015. I was like almost about to quit music, you understand? And I prayed. It was just a prayer. I was like, I need one sign just to show that, okay, continue or just stop, you understand? And then I made a song with Mr. Easy called Sample You.
Yeah.
And then when the song took off, I was like, okay, this is a sign for me to just keep going, and then there will be a breakthrough. I didn't know if it was going to be the following year or the same, but I took that as a sign, like, okay, this means that something is going to happen.
But were you making money?
No, I wasn't. At that time, I wasn't making that. I was, but I wasn't making that much money. Yeah.
So would you say you're making much now?
We thank God. I'm making good.
You're making with thank God kind of money now.
I'm good. I have freedom to do whatever I want.
Yeah, that's nice. So you've worked with some huge names, like obviously you called Mr. Easy, Sarkodie, Thames, Beyonce, but what was the moment that really changed your career?
I would say when I produced on the Lion King album.
On the Lion King album.
Yeah, I feel like that was like a switch. It's like people in Ghana realized who I was. That I'm the guy that released Akwaba.
Are you serious?
And people around the world were like, oh wait, who's this? We want to work with him. Like, so it opened a lot of doors for me. Just to work with different artists. Yeah.
How did you even get that call? That Beyonce call to be on the Lion King?
To be honest, I feel like they were researching and they found me.
Oh,
so they sent an email directly to me saying that, hey, we're working on this project, and so would you be interested in working on it? And I was like, yeah, why not? So I flew to New York, met the head of the one organizing the album, the A&R. And she asked me if I wanted to come to Los Angeles to come and work. And I said, yeah, great.
Why not?
Yeah, and they flew me to LA. I was there for 5.
So from New York to LA?
I went back to London.
Oh, okay.
Then they flew me from London to LA.
Wow.
I was on tour, so I was just there for 5 days. And, God being so great, I was able to get like 3 songs.
So you did everything in their studio?
Yeah, I did everything in their studio.
So how was it like working with them? So basically, how is it like working with them compared to us working with an African artist?
I feel like at that time they were really on the ball. So I was there for 5 days. So I got there, started literally the next day. I started making music. I started creating the beats.
Yeah.
The one with Shatawale and Beyonce.
Yeah,
in it. Literally
yeah.
the next day I was on it. Beyonce was in the studio. She was like,
Oh, you
so
met
that-
Beyonce?
Yeah, I
Did
did.
you get an autograph from me? Because I'm a Bay,
I wish I did.
like I'm
That
I'm
was-
in the Bay Hive.
I know. That was pressure. Because I was like,
Really?
yeah. Because
So you were seeing Beyonce in front of you. Was
I
it like
like
shaking?
the way we are like that.
Yeah.
I was just looking at her. I couldn't believe I was looking at her
Right.
like that. It was very up close and personal. You know, she was just there to see what. She just said, "I come to say hi."
Yeah.
So I was like, "Okay, cool." She came to see what I was doing and how I'm creating.
Right.
She wasn't there for long, like
Right.
10 minutes, and
And then that's it.
yeah. But it was.
That's the
for
star
me,
power. 10 minutes. Just 10 minutes. You get to see me and smell me.
I'm
That's
out.
it. Right. Now, obviously, it's not been easy, but you have broken,
Yeah.
through to the next level.
Yeah,
So, at what point did you realize that I need to transition into something else? That's being a DJ, because I saw some of your videos. I'm like, huh?
When did I start DJing?
This guy's a producer. When did he start DJing?
You see, it's one of the reasons why I released Aquaba as me, because in 2017 I made the decision that I'm gonna drop music as GuiltyBeatz featuring the artist.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so
yeah,
that was
yeah,
technically me leading, just me being the artist, and so I had to learn how to DJ, so that I can perform the music that I release. Do you understand? So that's how I transitioned into
A
DJing
DJ.
as well. Yeah.
Yeah. But how do you actually get your inspiration when creating a beat? Because for you to be recognized out there, that they had to even send you a mail, they had to research and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
And for someone like you, I know you're a very low-key guy.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
very,
super,
you've been very
too
quiet
low.
ever since I met you.
I know.
So I'm wondering, like, you don't make noise on social media. You don't even make noise.
I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
you don't do anything. You understand? I feel
Yeah.
like it's now that you are even
I'm
trying
out,
to
yeah, now
coming
people-
out,
yeah,
putting
yeah.
out pictures and all that.
Yeah.
So how do you actually get inspired to make the beats that you make for people out there to say, okay, I'm interested in this guy?
I feel like it's different type of inspiration, because sometimes I need silence. Like, I need to be at home and just be silent. I need to be in the studio and just be quiet, because I kind of hear things in my head. That's how I hear like music progressions. Also, I learned how to play the keys myself.
By yourself.
So even if I'm not hearing anything, I have like knowledge
Yeah.
on like chords to play to create something,
Right.
to create a feeling. So I could be driving, I could be at home just not doing anything. I could just be laying in bed and
Yeah.
just like hearing stuff.
Yeah.
And once I hear it, I need to go and I
Yeah.
need to, before I forget, I need to
Yeah.
go and put it down. And
So what's the hardest part? What's the hardest part of navigating the music industry? And well, not just in Ghana, because now you're global.
Yeah, worldwide. I think is the business side of things.
Yeah.
Aside from that, it's also like being able to connect. Like, you need a team of people who are out there, like mentioning your name in rooms. Do you understand? Once, if you're not in this country, like you need to have a representative that's out there, like mentioning you and trying to put you in even bigger spaces.
Right.
Do you
Right.
understand?
Right.
Yeah.
So, if a young producer is to come to you right now and ask him and ask you to give him an advice, what advice would you give to him that you would have given to your 17-year-old self?
I would say do a lot of research. I would say learn a lot about the business side of the music. Yeah, because you can be talented, but you know the business side is a bit crazy out there. You understand? You have to have a lot of knowledge
Right.
so that you don't get taken advantage
Lost,
of.
yeah,
Basically.
yeah. Right,
Because
right.
I went through that, and it was.
And how was it for you? How did you
I
navigate
had to
all that
learn. I
challenge?
had to learn on the spot. Like, I
Right.
had to learn as I was going. You understand? Because
Would
when
you say
Akaba
it-
took off, I had
yeah.
to be learn. I had to learn DJ on the go. I had to learn the industry, the business, how to position yourself, everything as I was progressing.
Right.
Do you
So would
understand?
you say that's one of the biggest problems of the Ghanaian industry? People not trying to get abreast with the business side of things.
I would say yeah.
Because there are
it's one of
talent.
the there's talent,
Yeah.
but it's like they are not being educated on the other side, which is very important. Do you understand? I thought it was just music, and I just want to make music and go. And then you're becoming bigger, and you're like, you need to get a lawyer here, you need to get a business manager, you need to get this type of manager. Do you understand? And you need to just be aware. Yeah.
So
you need to read your contracts, like all this.
So you read your contracts.
Yeah. I mean, now I'm like,
right.
I have to understand every. I sit with my lawyer and we go through everything together.
Right.
He explains every part of it. Do you understand? Yeah.
So now you are. I met you as the first time I met you was that young boy in that small studio at Community 18.
Like,
right. Are you still that boy?
I am. I haven't changed in my core.
Okay.
Like I'm still humble. I'm still down to earth. I'm not attached to all the fame and all the money.
So you still eat your wache and
on
the streets?
I'm going to eat wache. Understand? Yeah.
Right.
So like I still like stop by. I still see some of my friends from back then.
Right.
You understand?
So when you're not making music, what does Guilty do for fun?
Most times it's probably weird, but most times I'll be hiking.
Oh, you hike a lot.
I just go climb some mountain and just be on top and just have some fresh air.
Right,
You understand?
right,
If I think that's what I'll be doing most times. If not, maybe traveling, doing something else.
Yeah.
Maybe playing football.
Playing football.
Yeah.
You ain't got a love life?
Love, not right now.
Not right now.
Right
You've been connected with some names. I don't want to ask these names because they're mutuals, but
oh really?
Yeah, you ain't got a girlfriend?
What? Not right now. No,
not right now.
No, not right now. I don't. Okay. I'll be honest too. Like,
so you're single?
Yeah.
Get to single?
Single, fully.
Searching?
I might. I don't know if I'm saying. I believe in law of attraction. When it comes, it comes.
When it comes, it comes. Yeah. Right. Okay. Now let's talk about working with Tems. How did you get connected to one of the biggest African stars, Tems?
It's still grace, man. So I met Tems in.
Are you religious?
Yeah.
Because you keep saying grace is God.
Yeah, because I believe in God. Because
Yeah.
everything happens through God. Like I don't have a hand. Like to even be honest, most of the times when the year begins, I just say, God, I put this year into your hands, and I just live my life.
Wow.
And then things just happen. Things are just happening.
Good.
Yeah.
Your mom's prayers and your dad's prayers are working.
It's working. It's seriously working.
So now let's talk about how you met Tems and how you got working with her.
I met her in 2021 through her manager, Wale.
Wale, yeah.
And he came to listen to some music. He came to listen to Kim Promise's album, 5 Star, at that time. I had produced like some songs, about like 5 songs on there. And every song that he liked from the album, he was like, who produced it? And they were like, Guilty. Who produced it? Guilty. I was like, I need to see this guy. Who is this? And then, he came to meet me. He told me he has an artist he's managing called Tems. At that time, Tems is like coming up.
Yeah.
And then I was like, yeah, why not? Let's work. And then literally like a week after, they came to Ghana. We worked in the studio, and we did like, I would say maybe 7 ideas. And one of them came out as Me and You.
Yeah, Me and You.
That was one of the first songs we actually did on our first time meeting. And since that time, we've been close, and she's like, I want to keep working.
And you guys are growing together, obviously.
Yeah, you understand? So we travel together, like wherever she is, I am. And
nice.
Good,
Now I'm gonna give you time to brag about yourself a bit. Let's talk about your discograph. Discograph. All right. Name them, all the hits and all the albums. Let's go.
Damn, okay.
The ones we don't know, because a lot of people don't.
The ones you don't know?
I don't think a lot of people know that you even did Me and You.
Yeah.
You understand? So let's just give me some names.
Me and You, Crazy Things.
That's with Tems?
Yeah, that's with Tems. I produced Move on the Renaissance album. That won a Grammy as well.
Right. So you're a Grammy winner?
I'm a Grammy winner.
Hey, the boy from Community 18.
I couldn't believe it, but look,
hey.
It was just by grace.
Yeah.
Yes, I did that. I've worked with Georgia Smith.
Oh, you work with Georgia Smith?
Yeah, we have a song together that's out. It's called All of This. And I worked with recently Jessie Reyes. It was earlier this year. It's called, for her album called Paid in Memories. And I worked with Kelani as well.
Yeah,
Kelani featuring Omale. And who else? So many people in the world. Victoria Monet. I'm working with Victoria Monet right now.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So
That's good.
Yeah, I'm doing that right now.
You're definitely you've definitely left the shores of Ghana and just gone international.
But the whole thing is to
Ghana to the world.
Yeah, but also to bring
Bring
them
the
in.
world
So
to
when
Ghana.
I'm there, that's what I'm doing. Like
So do you
come
see
to
yourself?
Ghana,
You see yourself as a tool of tourism too?
that's like the bridge. Just,
You're like a
I'm,
bridge.
I'm like, okay, I'm the middle ground. I feel like my purpose is to just be there and try.
An ambassador.
Ambassador type,
Yeah.
and try and bring people here. I know people come to enjoy the country, but at the same time, I want them to connect with the artists
Right.
here. You
Right.
understand?
Right.
So that's what I'm doing my best, doing as much as I can to. I mention names like, yo, you need to come work with this person, that person. You understand? So when they eventually come, they know that I'm here, and it's gonna be great.
Wow, 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 wow. I mean, it's been very inspiring listening to you, especially inspiring for because I also knew where you started from. Well, I didn't know you were that young, though. I didn't. Okay, but what was I thinking? You were my sister's friend, so I didn't know you were that young. But yeah, I think you've really done well for yourself, and I like the fact that you're still the same person. You aren't trying to change. You still have the same values. You still have the same friends, and and all that, and you carry everyone along. So well done, well done. But I've never asked why GuiltyBeatz. What are you guilty of?
I would say I'm guilty of making amazing music.
Come on.
That's it.
So what's your real name?
Ronald.
Ronald.
Ronald Banful.
Ronald
Banful. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Ronald Banful, where are you from in Ghana?
I'm an Ashanti.
In Ashanti.
Yeah. My mom is an Ashanti. My dad is a Ethiopian.
Right. So when is your birthday? I'm not trying to get the year, but when is your birthday?
Oh, 17th January. I mean, it's on Wikipedia.
Right.
I mean, I can say the year because I can't hide it.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So January 17th, Capricorn.
Okay, you're
I mean,
Capricorn.
yeah.
You believe in astrology? But you're a Christian.
I don't believe in it. No.
Anyway, it was really nice having you on the show. It was really nice having you on the show. And I'm sure a lot of people are inspired by your story.
Yeah.
So any final words to people who look up to you?
I would say don't quit, because I feel like if I actually quit, I wouldn't have been where I am today.
Right.
Do you understand? So I would say whatever you're going through right now, don't quit. Keep going. You understand? Keep doing your research. Keep these days it's social media, so if you need to post yourself making a beat, post yourself making a beat on put it on Instagram, just post.
Yeah.
You understand?
Don't be shy.
And
don't be shy like how you were shy.
I know that. Don't be shy. Be confident in yourself and believe in what you're doing. You understand? And that's how it's going to translate to people that are actually listening to you. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank
you so much. Thank you so much,
you.
Ronald Banful, aka GuiltyBeatz. It was nice having you in the studio, ladies and gentlemen. So he's our personality of the day, and if you don't know him, he is, one of the, biggest things or biggest exports now when it comes to music from Ghana, here Accra, Ghana, to the world. He's a DJ, he's an artist, and of course, he is a producer, one of the best producers in the world right now.